I don't know how many of you have friends who smack you when they laugh, but they need to be shipped back to space, the planet that they come from, because it's outrageous. Keep your hands to yourself, young lady. I personally am a victim of such people. Why does laughter invoke violence? Where's the correlation here? Why are you hitting me? What's going on? It's just something about school air that makes me sick, that makes me want to regurgitate my insides, okay? And makes me regret even coming to school that day, because I always come home looking like a disheveled raccoon that I've been sprayed with tear gas. The acknowledgement that I have to come back the next day does not help. Does not make me feel better. It does not make me feel better at all. It makes me feel worse. 20 years ago, someone decided to give women rights, and now I'm still doing chemistry. Send me back to the kitchen right now. You know when someone's playing their music so loudly that you can hear it through the AirPods? Why am I hearing merry-go-round music? Why am I hearing the Mickey Mouse theme song? You might as well start learning sign language right now, because your eardrums are not making it to 30. You're not making it. I'm not judging you, but I'm judging you. Make better choices. Be a better person. I beg of you. You know when you leave the house looking like a resurrected goblin? Like you've never even heard the word shower before? Like you just got dragged out of a hole? You leave the house looking like a mess. And that is when the best dressed people, I swear to God, that's when they come out from wherever they come from. They only ever see you looking a mess. Looking a mess. Trust me, I have better fashion sense than what I am wearing right now. I'm just going through a midlife crisis at 18. Trust me. No matter how many times someone tries to explain it to me, I will never understand how language works. Are you telling me two commoners, two random peasants, like 3,000 years ago or something, came together and said, so yeah, this word means that, and that word means that, and this word means your mum, and that word means your dad? Like what? And it can vary depending on where you live and what accent you have. Get out. It's not making any sense. Why do people lie about their heights? Because now when I say I'm 7'2", no one believes me. Because too many diabolical ninjas are lying about their heights, and now I look like I'm a fake girl. Be who you are. Have you ever received information that you genuinely did not ask for? I don't want to know whether or not you sleep with your brother. I don't want to know how many people you slept with. I don't want to know this information, you Babylonian tyrant. It's like there is such a thing as TMI. I don't want to know. I don't know what up on my face says that I want to know this information, but I do not. You don't understand the hatred I have for stairs. After like 2 steps, I'm gasping for breath. It's not normal. It makes me look like I'm the most unhealthiest gremlin out there. I swear to God. Elevators are a gift from God. I take back everything I've ever said about summer, because this winter is enough to freeze my ancestors, wherever they may be. My toes are frozen. My head is frozen. My nose is running. What's going on? I put my hands up. I surrender. You're going to take me back to Africa, because I can't deal with this cold no more, guys. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm so cold right now. I actually don't know how the ancient Vikings did it, because I can't do this. Have you guys ever received backhanded compliments? I don't care what everyone else says. I love your outfit. Like, oh my God, I would never wear that. I wish I had your confidence. Like, I could never do something like that, I swear. It's like surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. Wish I could be that comfortable. Sucking a bunch of silly Neanderthals. Like, here's a list of people I am convinced are extraterrestrial beings in human skin. There's no way they are human beings born by a lady. No. Nope. First off, we have people who sleep in complete darkness. Why are you trying to recreate the grave? It's because you have no demons. You have no fear. And that's why I fear you. And that's why I believe you're not human. You're not human. Yeah, something else. I don't know. From outer space. Secondly, we have people who sleep on their stomachs. How can you be comfortable sleeping and dreaming about Shrek or something, I don't know, and be sleeping on your stomach? What? This one's a bit specific, but the people who put the ice in after they pour the drink, and the drink just splatters around everywhere because you put in the ice last. Like, why? There's a system to these things, and you ignore it. So I believe that you're not human. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. I've been drinking out of date water for months. This thing expired in September of 2021. I was thinking, why does it taste like swamp water? Why does it taste like dookie? What's going on? It tells me it's expired. I don't know if water can expire, but it expired. So apparently water cannot expire, but the bottle can. This godforsaken bottle has been poisoning me, because I've been thinking, why is my stomach acting funny? It's because of this. Lord have mercy. So I decided to message my friends and my sisters Merry Christmas, because why not? And my friends, being the same people that they are, they responded with Merry Christmas. And I was like, cool. But my sisters, hold on. This one, she just leaves me undelivered. She didn't even bother answering. Do you see this? Delivered. And this one's just rude as hell. Like, what is this? Yeah, I had to crop some bits out because I don't want to get banned again. But yeah. It was a truly incriminating photo. I realized I really don't like my sisters. They're just a bunch of bullies, a bunch of scoundrels, scallywags. And my closest friend is also a bully, so where do I go from here? My sisters and my friends are bullies. I've learned more on TikTok than I have anywhere else. Did you know that babies can't drink water? Like their little alien bodies will self-destruct, will literally implode if they drink water. What do you mean? Like just grow up and drink water. Or that your ears and your nose will keep growing throughout your life. By the time I die, I will be Pinocchio. Or that pigeons can recognize human faces. This world is just so interesting. I hate time zones. How are you telling me people are already in 2023? 2023 and I'm still stuck in 2022. What? The UK is just so behind. I hate it here. I've got another 5-6 hours into this New Year's and people are already saying Happy New Year's. No, it's not happy and it's not New Year's for me either. You know, I have no perception of time when it comes to my sisters. What do you mean you're turning 18 this year? Go drink some milk and go back to sleep. You're still 11. Are you mad? And what are you talking about, mate? You're still in primary school. Are you okay? Normalize skipping, guys. It actually gets you where you have to be. It gets you there so quickly, like, damn. Hold on, I can't see. Oops. I almost just fell. Do you ever like walk into a room and forget why you walked into the room to begin with? Like it just happened to me. I'm 18 with the memory of a goldfish. Like I can't remember nothing. I was just thinking about it. And now it's gone. The thought is gone. It's nowhere to be found. I don't know why this actually happens to me, but every time I walk into a room with an agenda, with a thought in my head, it disappears. I don't know what's going on here. Early onset dementia. Well, let me not say that. Let me not put that into the world. But yeah, looking back, there's no way I was waking up at 7 a.m. for every single day for school. There was witchcraft involved, sorcery. And I'd be there for 6 hours, have after school clubs, and then go to mosque until 7:15 at night. Are you mad? There's something mischievous going on. I don't think I was right in the head. I don't know how people are doing this. I pat myself on the shoulder if I was to wake up before noon, before 12 p.m. You know when people ask you like, what's your dream job? I don't dream of labor. I don't dream of working. Are you mad? I dream of getting chased by lions. Why would you ask me such a foolish, inconsequential question? Huh? I'm not gonna answer. I don't have a dream job. You know the people who are quick to respond to your messages? Mwah! They're a gift from God, I swear. They make you feel worthy, accomplished in life. But the people who take several business hours to respond to one message you send them back at 9 a.m. in the morning, back when the dinosaurs are still around, menaces in society. Watch out for them. You guys ever wonder what would happen if you got kidnapped? Because I doubt they would care that you can only eat halal food or that you're a vegetarian. Like, this is how I imagine the conversation to go. Is this halal? I don't know about no halal. Eat the finger. Yeah, sorry, I can't eat this if it's not halal. Then you're gonna have to I saw halal butchers on the way here. We can get it. Some seasoning maybe, I don't know. We can eat good. Just because I'm kidnapped doesn't mean I'm not gonna eat good. Good gracious God. I'm not eating this. It's a finger. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to remind someone of something that definitely happened. So you remember 2 years ago that girl called Lucifer? Who? No, don't look at me. I don't know who that is. Who is she? You know who I'm talking about. I really don't. What's her mother's maiden name? I might remember her then. I don't know her mother's maiden name. It's probably something demonic too. I don't know. Her brother was the one that ate that little. Oh. Ain't nothing more humbling than when you think you've done amazing in an exam and then you rock up with an F. That F stands for fabulous. The secondary school I went to, madness. This girl got kicked in the face with a basketball. I don't know why I'm smiling. At the time, I was laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny. The girl was on the floor. I was thinking, God, she just got hit. But I couldn't stop laughing, okay? Anyway, I thought it was funny. But God forbid this girl did not think it was funny. She got so freaking mad. Like, she was literally seething with rage. You know, I wasn't worried. Like, she was 4 foot. I'm Somali. Like, it's not even a deal now. Come on. It was not a big deal until she got her cousin involved. Literally went to her and was like, yeah, this Somali, she's trying to fight me. She's laughing at me when I got hurt. Yada, yada, yada. But you know, I'm not gonna lie, they were kind of smart about this because one of them was in front of me and the other one was behind me, and they were kind of smart about this, I'm not gonna lie. But one of them pushed me from the back and the other one turned and tried to swing at my head. I had about 2 seconds to figure out what the hell was going on before I'm getting tossed and someone's grabbing my scarf. I'm swinging at someone's belly. Like, I don't even know what was going on. I was just kicking at people that weren't even involved in the fight, bystanders. Like. So then I went to isolation for like a week. But then this one Slovakian boy, he was like 9 foot. He would not stop speaking to me. Mind you, I'm year 7 and he's year 11. So I kept my mouth quiet. If he wanted to talk, he could talk. I wasn't going to say nothing. I knew my place. You know when you kill a spider, but then you can't find the corpse? And so you think it's not really dead, it's just hiding somewhere and it's going to jump out at you at any minute when you least expect it. But you don't have any bug spray, so you have to use deodorant instead. Yeah, I don't feel scared right now. I'm fine. I'm great. I'm great. I have a disgusting ability to sleep through alarms. See for yourself, I slept through all of these. I was having an amazing dream and then I wake up remembering that I had a lecture in the morning and I missed it. And God forbid I realised that Black Panther 2 was coming out this week and I had to get back to Leicester. So then I missed 3 other lectures just to watch that movie in the cinema. I come back to uni and I realised that I have 2 assignments due by the end of this week along with an oral presentation in front of my entire class. One of them includes a 2,000-word essay that I haven't even looked at, let alone even started to think about. And then to make matters worse, I'm pretty sure there's a spider living in my room. I don't know where it is. So yeah, my week has not been going well. It has not been going well at all, but at least I have seats in me, so I think I'll be good. I think I'll be good. When you get left undelivered, it's a different level of pain. When you get left unread, unopened, it's just disrespectful at this point. You have to get in an arena. We have to scrap it out because I'm not letting it go. The lecturer leaves you undelivered. You're getting paid to help me. And you're not gonna help me? You're just gonna leave me here? Unless you have like a terminal illness and your fingers have disappeared, just answer the text, I swear to God.
In primary school, someone told me that I was not faster than a car, and I'll be damned if you tell me that I'm not faster than a car. So I used to run off the cars, like, in the street. It was a hobby of mine. And then my mother grew anxious. She was thinking to herself, if this riffraff, wild child is running off the cars and I'm not looking for 1 minute and she gets hit, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So she made a wise purchase. She did what she had to do. She put me on a leash. The leashes that you put on a dog, I mean the ones that wrap around your entire body, yeah, she did that to me. And so while I'm looking at all the other kids walking next to their parents or running around their parents, I couldn't do that because I was legitimately attached to the stroller next to her, right? And I swear this woman could see into the future because one day, she did not put me on a leash. So one day, she let me run around chase up the cars. I got hit. And the one time she was not looking and she was at home, I got hit. I was hospitalized. I was missing from action.
I know I'm not the only one who zones out in exams. I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat for lunch instead of figuring out where X is. Then I start counting down all the Barbie songs that I can remember. What is going on? Matter of fact, I'm not even thinking. It's empty thoughts. It's emptiness. There's nothing going on up here. Blank abyss. I might as well be a vegetable. There's no thoughts in my head, nothing. Let me tell you all about my delusional friend. Let's call her Lucy. Lucy is how you say mentally challenged. I'm pretty sure she is insane. She was absolutely in love with this one guy who had no interest in her, and it was pretty clear. She was not taking the hints. She was not understanding. You could show him a picture of a hippopotamus and he would show more interest to the hippo than to her. It looked like this guy hated her. He hated her. But she was in love. Like, I could not understand. My girlfriend Lucy went to everyone and was like, yo, I'm going to confess my undying love for him behind this green box. He's going to fall in love. We're going to have 20 children. We're going to live happy ever after. I knew it was not going to end well for her. She's going to come out behind that green box in tears and he's going to come out looking like a psychopath. I remember standing there and thinking, this is taking too long. You know, it should not take this long to break someone's heart. 5-10 seconds at most. Me being the curious little dandy that I am, I went to go investigate. What was taking so long behind this green box? And you could not prepare me for what I had witnessed. Why is it the second I walk behind that green box, he's dashing a ball at her head? And his whole body weight behind it is what he dashed that ball at her head. I was thinking this poor girl's got a concussion, like someone called the hospital. And she swore me to secrecy and I never told a soul. I never told a soul. I'm not gonna lie, I never understood bullying. Like, how are you mad at someone because they're ugly? Stand up and seek help, you ill-mannered scallywag. While we're on the topic, I don't understand cyberbullying. If it ever gets that bad, close the laptop, you silly goose. Take a walk. Drink some chai latte, I don't know. Take a breath. I don't care about much, but when your voice cracks when you say here for the attendance, it's a capital punishment. Death penalty. Not to be a moody Margaret, but no one is leaving that classroom alive. No one. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, so don't judge me. I don't know how to do it. Why is there like no one at this train station? Do you see this? Am I even at the right place? Caught in a bad romance. Where is everyone like? I don't know why I keep getting this comment. Hold on. I know Miss Rosie has a very dark eyeliner. I don't even know if this is enough eyeliner, if I even did it right. I don't braid my hair. I mean, even if I did, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I had to improvise with a scarf, you know? Because I'm an innovator. I bathe in the blood of my ancestors. It's not even a lie, she says. Anyway, I don't see the resemblance. I don't see the resemblance. Maybe because I'm black, or maybe because the scarf is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be the braids, but it's not working out. So anyway, you reach a new level of brokenness when you have to super glue your shoes back together. This current economic crisis, I don't have time or the money or the, the wealth to buy new shoes. So, I'm gonna make do. It turns out I didn't even have super glue. You see, I low-key feel like I'm gonna get kidnapped. Okay, I got the super glue. I got the super glue. I can do it now. I can do it. I don't know why I keep getting this comment. Hold on. I know Miss Rosie has a very dark eyeliner. I don't even know if this is enough eyeliner, if I even did it right. I don't braid my hair. I mean, even if I did, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I had to improvise with a scarf, you know, because I'm an innovator. I bathe in the blood of my ancestors. It's not even like she said. Anyway, I don't see the resemblance. I don't see the resemblance. Maybe because I'm black, or maybe because the scarf is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be the braids, but it's not working out. So anyway, we all have that one friend who's an undercover FBI agent. You give them a name and a face, and they'll find everything about that person and their grandparents from the 1800s. They will give you a full ancestral list of this person, what they were doing on the 11th of November, and when they went to the toilet this morning. They work faster than the FBI agents and the police department combined. And to God, if I had this ability, I would cure world hunger, but I don't, and so I'm not. I think it's black magic. Personally, my hypothesis is maybe witchcraft. I don't know. That's the only possible explanation because it doesn't make any sense. How often do you wash your hair? Because the girl told me that she washes her hair every single day. And I kind of felt bad for her hair follicles. They're getting bullied by shampoo and conditioner every single day. Your hair strands are holding onto your scalp for dear life with the amount of stuff you're putting on it. Like, let it breathe. What type of shampoo are you using for you to have to wash your hair every single day? Like human beings are so weird. Like, we're the only animals who work. I'm sorry, you don't see a bear talking about how Mondays are terrible and how they have to clock in at 9 a.m. Like, you don't see that. Because I'm sitting here having an existential crisis right now. I'm going to be working until I'm 60. If I even make it to that. Because the way it's going right now is not looking good for me. It's not looking good. I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I don't. And I never will. I'm probably going to get hit by another car. But until then, like... I don't know why I just did that. I have that one friend who just doesn't know how to laugh quietly. Like, the conversation would get like this. Why is she laughing so loud? Oh my gosh. Be quiet. Am I the only one that gets really uncomfortable when a woman tells you that they're trying so hard to get pregnant? That you're just telling me that you and your man are doing every other night. TMI, lady, TMI. I don't need to know that because now every time I look at you, that's all I can see. That's all I can see. You know when your sibling sets an alarm, but their bum selves don't even wake up? But you wake up, even though you didn't set an alarm to begin with? The rage I feel, I could practically be levitating. I'm not joking. We all have that one friend who just doesn't know how to whisper. Family back home in Somalia would be able to hear them. People from their graves would be able to hear them. They just don't have a meat bone. They don't have a quiet bone in their body, I swear to God. Never fight in public because God forbid you're on the floor flapping around like a jellyfish out of water. Someone's going to be recording. And that is when the racist wins because you will never see my face in this country again, I can tell you that. There are two options here. Pack your shit up and move to Mars. Or a botched plastic surgery, but on purpose. There's no way you're about to see my face in public. Was I the only one who thought that the Arctic was a continent? I have a whole ass map behind me and I still thought the Arctic was a continent. Antarctica is a continent, but the Arctic is not. It's just an area of... I don't even know what it is. Is it frozen ocean? I think. I'm doing geography at uni and I still don't know. So the equilateral formula of the rectangle actually... So your mother is actually a hamster who lives in Asia, right? And that's why waffles can be eaten by mermaids. Do you understand? You get it now, right? So guess what? What? Never mind. Just finish your sentence. Just finish it. Is it really that hard? You guys want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind. It's terrible. Guys, never be mean to the people who are giving you your food. I remember this girl was yelling at the dinner lady. I remember thinking, she could spit in your food. She could spit in your food and then you'd eat it. And you wouldn't even know. Little moody Margaret, it's not that difficult to just say please and thank you, honestly. Listen, yeah, procrastination works. I have an exam tomorrow. I'm not revising until the night before, the minute before the exam begins. Do you understand? And if someone says, no, you can't binge watch all of Naruto the day before your exam, they're a hater. And you need to cut them out of your life. Do you understand? Cut them out. My best work is when I'm under stress. You get me? And I know there's someone out there who can relate with me. You get me? Do you know what I find funny? When babies are given old people names. Like that thing was cooking in your oven, in your womb for 9 whole months. And when it came out, you thought, I'm going to name this octopus Gertrude. I'm going to name it Beatrice. Beatrice? That baby hasn't even been alive for 2 minutes and you've named it a name of a 90-year-old arthritic woman. Get a grip. Name it something like Amy or Gina or I don't know, Tom. I don't know. Anything but... Any of you scallywags ever complain about your home cities again? Just remember that Leicester is a real place. Free yourselves from the shackles of that place, okay? It's even worse than Ohio. It's worse than Florida. It's worse than America. That place is a living hellhole. Story time. I used to work at Pizza Hut in secondary school, and it was modern day slavery. That's what it was. From 9 till 5, and I had one 15-minute break. I wasn't getting paid a thing. It was work experience. I wasn't getting paid a single pound. My manager was a goblin. That man did not like me. Working from 9 till 5 for a week, and he'd give me one 15-minute break compared to everyone else having 1 hour breaks. See, something's not adding up. Something is not adding up. I ask around, like, what's your schedules like? And they're like, yeah, we have 2 half-an-hour breaks a day. I'm thinking, wait a minute. It's not racism, because the other people there are also black Muslims. So I'm thinking he has something against me. He has something against the Somalis. One day he tells me to work on Eid. Are you tapped? Are you mad? Why would I work on Eid? So I rang up, I'm like, I'm not working on Eid. I'm not coming in. Do what you have to do, but I'm not coming in. And he's like, okay, whatever. I hate going out in public and the public being there. Like, imagine I have to walk by a group of silly delinquents to get into a shop. I have to pretend to be on the phone to avoid any type of interaction. Like, jokes aside, I actually hate it. It gives me the worst type of anxiety, I swear to God. I would never know the difference between Miss, and Mrs. Ask me the difference, I won't be able to answer. I don't know how I passed English GCSE without knowing the difference between effect and effect. But to this day, I don't know. I don't. Same with IE and EG. What is the difference? Like, whenever I'm writing, I just pick one and hope I pick the right one. Like, do you know when you're telling the truth, but you smile? So people assume you're lying. The conversation would go like this. So my hamster died. I accidentally put him in the blender, and I don't know how or why, but he stopped breathing. You're lying. You're either a psychopath or you're lying. Because I smile, you think I'm joking. Do you want to see his body? I just hate buses in general. Like, you're just breathing in other people's farts. It's such a closed space, and you can't even open the window because that window's been closed since 1955. I just hate it. And have you ever, like, tried to fall asleep on a bus? Like, I've got permanent brain damage from the amount of times my head banged against that window. I'm seeing stars now. Very valuable brain cells have been destroyed. I need every brain cell that I get. Do you get me? Can we talk about how maths is the most useless subject? Like, why am I sitting there contemplating why a triangle is a triangle? Why is your mum your mum? The Lord made it that way. I want to know the answers to the more serious questions. Like, why do pizza boxes come in boxes if they're circle? And are stairs going up or down? In my 18 years of life, I have not used a quadratic formula outside of a classroom. So why am I even learning about it in the first place? It's just taking up space in my brain for no reason. I'm so jealous of people who can draw. Like me, my stickmen, we're like this. But oh my God, what I would do if I could draw. When I'm not drawing stickmen, then I'm drawing blobs. You can't tell what I'm drawing, okay? It looks possessed. It looks like it was drawn by someone who has no hands, like. Have you ever slipped in the shower and then tried to grab the water? Because my dumbass has, and I've got a lump on my brain because of it. How do you hold a pen? Because I hold my pen like this. I see someone hold their pen like this, but today I saw someone hold their pen like this. How do you write with a pen looking like this? Like, how? I'm genuinely intrigued, okay? This is not even shaming. I'm intrigued. How do you do it? Have you ever said something that you immediately regret saying? Me, the other day, I told someone I sleep with a nightlight and I got dragged through the mud. I think the problem here, the true psychopaths in our society, are the people who can sleep in complete darkness. Are you not afraid your demons are going to come get you? Because as far as I'm concerned, my nightlight is the only thing stopping my demons from getting me. Understand? I think Starbursts are disgusting. Anyone who eats them is disgusting. Yeah. It's a dinosaur. That creature has a mortgage to pay. That creature has a credit score. What is that? You know when you get called on to answer a question even though you specifically avoided eye contact and you didn't want to answer the question and yet the teacher still asks you to answer the question anyway? Yeah, that's my villain origin story. That is why I am who I am today. I used to cheat in all my exams. If you didn't cheat, you're lying. One time I had my phone just fly out underneath me and I was just reading from it. I also used to use Bruno Mars and Beyonce lyrics. You know, the sweet dreams, you're a beautiful nightmare. I used to use that phrase 24/7. Like I'd fit in with whatever I was writing. And I was never once caught. I have a question for the people who can fully function with 3 hours of sleep. Is it crack you smoke? Because I want some. Listen, yeah, I know people who are awake at all hours of the night and then coming to school the next day completely fine. It couldn't be me. I'm sleep deprived and I sleep 9 hours a day. And what makes it worse is that they're doing better in exams. Their skin is clearer. I don't get it. I am not the only one who hated parents' evening. Every year I had the fear I'd be sent back to Somalia in a box because they'd always say the exact same thing every year. She's a lovely student, but she just talks too much. Gave me nothing but hair loss. I mean, you can't see it, but trust me, I got hair loss. I was a pathological liar growing up. A silly scoundrel, if you will. I remember telling everyone that I was the queen of Somalia because there was no other Somali kids in our class, so who was going to check me? Who was going to check me? I remember fake passing out because I didn't want to stay in school. And I honestly don't know why I did that. Anyway, look at my colours. Falling down in public is embarrassing, but falling down at school, kill me now. It's crowded, and this boy was walking up, and I was walking down the stairs, and my science teacher was right behind me. Rugrat knocks into me, sends me flying into my teacher, and now we're both on the floor. I'm supposed to apologise, but this uncivilized ogre kept walking. The teacher gave me a stink eye for the rest of the time she taught me. Why do people on minimum wage take their job so seriously? There was this white shadow following me and my sister around Iceland. Literally hop, step, skipping over aisle 9 just to follow us around the store. Do you not have a life? Are you not loved? Minimum wage, minimum effort. Why are receptionists so rude? I know you're boarding at 13, your kids don't love you, but you didn't stick that out on me. Simply asked her, do you have a bathroom here? And this gremlin, this one-legged pirate, she said, of course we do. At this point, I'm quaking with rage. I'm levitating in rage. It's 9 a.m. in the morning and you have this kind of energy. Get a life. Why are teachers unnecessarily rude? I put my hand up because I needed the toilet. First of all, she aired me. And then when she finally got around to answering me, I told her, Miss, can I go to the toilet? You know what this goblin said to me? This wannabe werewolf. It's May I go to the toilet. I saw red. I wanted to grab the chair and smack it against her head, but she was only seeing white circles in her vision. Her words, not mine. This is me trying to make some cookies in Ramadan, but I quickly realised I didn't have anything to measure it with, so I was literally measuring on vibes and praise alone. I don't even know why I tried to do this. The last time I baked anything was in year 8 food technology. Anyway, do you know how much flour I had to add to this? It didn't feel right. Anyway, I decided to add in some baking powder and some cinnamon as well. And I don't think it was supposed to look like that, but I mean, whatever, I kept going. Some more flour. Then I tried to heat the oven and quickly realised that there were things in there, so I had to quickly take them out. Couldn't find a proper tray, so I used this grey thing. Tried to make it look aesthetically appeasing, but it didn't work. First and last time I'm ever doing this. At the time, I almost got kidnapped by a man who looked like my dad. So what had happened was, I was trying to get to the bus stop before the bus came and I was already running late. So there I was, huffing and puffing, trying to get there on time when a car beeped at me. And then I looked through the front window of the van, right? I looked through it and it's a Somali man. And I swear to you, I put my hand on the... I was about to say Bible. I put my hand on the Quran. I thought it was my dad. Literally in the same glasses, same skin tones, like he looked like my dad. And he beeped. I was thinking, what's my dad doing in a white van? So thinking it was my dad, I waved back because the man was waving at me. And there was 2 other white men in the front. I was thinking, what's my dad doing with 2 random white men I've never seen before? So then I messaged my sisters like, does Abba have a van? I've never seen this man drive a van before. Turns out he didn't. But like, that wasn't even the scariest part. Okay, so then the van takes a turn and I'm still trying to get to this bus stop before the bus comes. Literally running and huffing. When I turn and see the same white van still standing there. And at that point, I'm thoroughly hoodwinked. So I start running towards the bus stop thinking, you know, if I'm around people, I won't get kidnapped. This was the picture I took after running for my life in the morning. You know when your friend misses school and you're sitting there by yourself eating cabbage? It feels like a betrayal. I look miserable and I feel miserable when I'm sitting by myself. How am I supposed to live, laugh and love in these conditions? You don't know anger until you have siblings. If we didn't have the same mum, I would have killed them by now. Because the arguments be like, why didn't you close the door? Why didn't you turn the light off? But it's enough to make you lose hair. Trust me when I say I've lost hair. You can't see it, but trust me. You need to have a different level of patience and higher mental station in order to survive siblings. I swear to God. For most of you, school starts next week, and I know you sleep deprived rascals are falling asleep at 5 a.m. and waking up at 2 p.m. I know, I see. Fix your sleeping schedule now because you don't want to be that one kid whose eye is half open in the lesson. I was once like you, and I probably would have gotten better grades if I stayed awake for half the time. I'm so jealous of people who have good memory. They can remember what they did in 1855 on the 9th of September, but I can't even remember what I had for breakfast. I have the brain of a goldfish. I can keep it in here for 30 seconds and then it's gone. They asked me what I was doing in the 2010s because I can barely remember that decade. We all have a friend who's a social experiment. They're not from this earth. They're not right in the head. Like, you just look at them and think, how did you even make it this far? Like, how are you not dead yet? I had this one friend who used to throw rocks at seagulls. I should have reported her for animal cruelty, that stupid felon. But oh my goodness, what made you this way? My soul almost left my body when I heard this sound. I've got PTSD, I swear. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to say my words down. If you get confused, just look at the caption. But basically, was I the only person who thought I wasn't going to live past the age of 30? Like, I genuinely didn't see myself living past that age, like having kids and getting married and buying a house. None of that. Truly psychotic, I know. And I've since matured. I'm no longer the goblin I used to be. But that's how I used to think. But like the other day, my sister was watching a documentary of this guy who didn't see himself living past the age of 18. And she said that he reminded me of her. He reminded me of her. I reminded her of him. I reminded her of him. This man like murdered and burnt his entire family at the stake somewhere in America. And she said that I remind her of him. I don't know, but ever since then I've been reevaluating my entire brain. Like, am I a psychopath? Am I a killer? What's going on? I've got chronic back pains at 18. At this point, I'm going to be in a wheelchair by 20. What's going on? When I stand up, it sounds like someone's stepping on Legos. Like, at this point, I'm not going to make it. I stand up, I feel like I've been shot. I sit down, I feel like I've been shot. Like, there's no escaping. I was hit by a car not once, but twice. But that's not even the point of this video. I'm going to tell you about the time my ankle snapped. Like, fully snapped while I was playing netball. So here I am putting my back into this netball game, okay? I am stomping on people's ankles and dodging and weaving. And then guess what? Karma came for me. So my ankle is about 4 times the size it should be, right? So I go to the school nurse and she puts an ice pack on it. An ice pack! Proof. And as you can see, I was physically compromised for 3 weeks afterwards. But that's not the worst part of this story, okay? The very next day, I had my French speaking exam. And I was stressing, okay? And I don't know if it was the pity marks, I don't know what it was, but somehow I got a good grade. And the lesson I take from this is that school nurses are evil, and I will never be playing netball another day in my life. I'm going to teach you all how to fight. Okay, so you're going to put a thumb on the outside of the fist, okay? I've seen too many people with their thumbs inside. You're going to break your bones this way, you scallywag. So next you're going to want to put your hair in braids, okay? Because these guys are going to try and grab it off. And this way there's more resistance, you know? You're tugging at it and you can't get it off. You see, I'm smart like that, you get me? Next, I'm going to need you to understand there's no rules or regulations in fights. You're fighting for survival. You're going to punch at the low points. You're going to have to bite them if you have to. You have to do what you have to do. So it's year 10 photo day and I walk in looking absolutely amazing. My scarf is on point. There's something on my skin called moisturizer. I felt like I was Marilyn Monroe if she was alive. I'm black. Anyway, the guy tells me to smile, so I flick my hijabi head to the side and give him a full teeth grin, thinking someone called Victoria's Secret because they are missing out right now. Anyway, we get our photos back 2 weeks later and I gasp in horror. I do not look like Marilyn Monroe. I look like Ted Bundy's evil Muslim sister. What is this? I look like I've been snorting the devil's lettuce for the first 15 years of life. What's going on? Secondary school teachers were the bane of my existence. Sleep-deprived, coffee-breathed gremlins had nothing better to do than to get on your nerves. I don't know if it was an unresolved childhood trauma or the partners that didn't love them, but they brought that anger with them to the classroom every damn day. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. Who gave you the right? Who? Scoundrels had nothing better to do than to raise my blood pressure at 9 a.m. in the morning. Everyone has that one friend who's a social experiment. You wouldn't even have to dare them to do anything, they'd already be doing it. I had this one friend who used to jump over fences, throw rocks at seagulls. She even used to steal from the charity box. Yeah, she was a bit fun to be around, you know? I fell over today. It defied the laws of gravity. I fell walking up the stairs. 1 minute I'm standing there and then the next minute I'm on the floor gasping like a fish. And then this one demon boy approaches me and says, "Are you okay?" No. I'm currently deciding whether or not I should unalive myself, and you asking if I'm okay could have been my last straw. Could have been the thing that sent me over. I will never understand people who own prehistoric animals. Here they are taking their pet wolf on a walk and then they give them a cute name like Sophie. Sophie would never bite you. To you! Sophie would never bite you. She has no loyalties to me. I might have a mild allergy to milk because every time I drink it, my stomach starts acting a bit funny. Also, do stairs go up or down? Why are pizza boxes square if the pizza is circle? Also, what time did time start? Can blind people see in their dreams? I saw a TikTok saying that history is better than geography and I have to disagree. Why do I have to learn about white people that lived 300 years ago? What do I gain from that? And for all you people complaining about the trips in geography, what trips do you go on in history? Do you visit their graves? Their grandkids? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Geography is just better. And for all you people that disagree, you're in denial. Go get your head checked. Primary school insults are so funny. You're a smelly kangaroo. I know you are, but what am I? You're ugly. I know you are, but what am I? You're dead mum. I know you are, but what am I? Whatever made you loser. What are kids eating these days? You know them videos going around right now, like half of 4,900, and then they show like a 13-year-old going on 30. and their epic pictures and everything. I'm like, what are you eating? At that age, the only thing I could use was disgusting Snapchat filters. Exhibit A. B. Oh my god. I was body slammed into the lockers. And not even in a cute way. These barbaric delinquents thought it was funny to push their friends into me and change the shape of my skeleton forever. I am an advocate of the death penalty. I believe in it 100%. They deserve to die. I was year 7 at the time, so this boy looked like a woolly mammoth to me. He was so big, and I was like 5 foot. The bus left me. Might as well get comfortable then, champ. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb. Oh, you see that? So many. It's only chemistry. I don't care. It's only chemistry. Why does my brain start acting funny in an exam? I forgot how to spell my own name. I'm struggling before I even open the paper. And imagine Barbie songs are playing in my head during the chemistry exam. Like in the dream. Everyone has an irrational fear of something, and mine is of the man who lives across the road. I live next to a cemetery, so along with the unnatural amount of crows and dead foxes I find near my house, there's also the graveyard keeper. And he scares the shit out of me. He's every bit of the stereotype. Old. You thought I was going to list? No. Anyway, one time his post came to my house instead of his, and I was home alone. Best believe I didn't open the door when he came knocking. I didn't want to get buried alive, or sacrificed, or have my organs harvested. If I have learnt one thing, never steal. When I was 7, I used to finesse anything and everything I thought had value. I would go into people's drawers, take their 5p's, their 10p's, their pens and pencils. I would take it all. And I remember thinking, this is a life hack. Why don't people do this more often? Like, the teachers were all looking and searching and looking for the student who kept stealing stuff. And they could never find me. And I used to get a thrill from being on the run. A thrill! Until one day I got caught. By my favourite teacher as well. Imagine she grabbed me up, put me in isolation with the cubicles where you couldn't talk or look at anyone. And I thought, yeah, Ilahi, I'm going back to Somalia, that's it. They called my parents, they put me in a meeting, they thought, something was going on at home, I never stole again. I never did. They put the fear of God in me. During a fire alarm, to the teachers who say, leave your stuff here, is it crack you smoke? I'm sorry, I have to ask. I have my whole life in my bag and you expect me to leave it in a fire? Are you mental? Are you okay? Are you going to pay for it? Do I have insurance? No, so I'm not leaving it. Silly scoundrel. Second-hand embarrassment is more painful than first, I'm sorry. Let me paint a picture. Primary school, pigtails, I drop my ball, I go to pick it up, but it's behind this wall that no one goes to. But then I hear some chatter in the background, so being the curious cat I am, I go and investigate. Then I overheard a girl tell a guy that she likes him, and he threw a ball at her head. My ball. I wanted to die for her! To the bus driver who saw me running to the bus stop and didn't stop, count your days, I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. Usually don't run for the bus, okay? But I had a chemistry exam that morning. I was foaming at the mouth, my hijab was half on my head. I was struggling, and this stupid man didn't stop. Stupid, silly ogre.